Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be taking a look at Seth Rollins, Radical Revolutionary. Seth is a new gen era acrobat, chaotic. So we now have two new gen Seths that are acrobats. Him and Leo are both. He has the new gen link, gems do 10% more damage, the stock Radical Revolutionary gear. He's a trainer. Moves that generate countdown gems will create 4 more countdown gems. Blue gems do 40% more damage. I know a lot of people are going to say Ghostbuster Cena between like this and I think it's Asuka does countdowns. That's going to be awesome for Ghostbuster Cena. It's not. Ghostbuster Cena is not good with them. He won't be good with them. It's not awesome. Um, you know, just getting that out of the way. I don't really care for this trainer ability. The 40% blue gem damage is nice, but we have a lot better. 4 countdown gems in the trainer slot is something I probably will not use very often. So I don't think it's a super big deal right now. I'm sure someone will come out that this will be useful on, though. They always are. So it's good to have the trainers. This is not like a 10 of 10 must-have trainer at all, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's get into it. We're gonna start. I think this is his worst move set. So let's just start there. Belly to back suplex, 7 MP, 705k damage. Choose 5 gems to make into blue gems. It's a reversal. If you get submitted, it breaks the submission, deals 1.5 million damage, increases your blue gem damage by 150% for 2 turns. Really nice if you get submitted. Shinaru, deal 1 million damage, make 20 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponents, deal up to 550k health. If broken by you, deal 850k. So you can increase the 850k. So 20 gems times 850k is like 17 million. If my calculator's right. King's Landing, 10 MP finisher, do 2.6 million damage, make 22 trap gems into black gems. Oh, also it makes 5 random into blue, so you turn the whole board blue. Make 22 gems into black gems, traps, and then pin the opponent. Hardcore, if the opponent's class is Showboat, first deal 125 million damage, plus 450k bonus damage for every trap gem. So it's useful on a Showboat with the Hardcore. Not crazy though, to be honest. 450k on 20 trap gems is about 8 million. So really, to be honest, the Hardcore move is not that exciting. The damage is in here. There's nothing that really amplifies gem damage unless you were to get subbed. So this is a move damage strap to take advantage of the big moves for this build set. It's 100% move damage strap, takedown 2s, and the blue takedown metal. Because this moveset doesn't have a ton going for it. Entourage, that's why it looks the way it does. We got this EO for the 2 black MP, so each start charge with 7 in feud. This is so 2-3 matches loads the finisher instead of having to do super dangerous stuff. And then Gooker's on there to add 75% move damage because that's by far the best damage option. You can see before the strap, we're doing 4.5 million on the finisher, 1.8 on the Shinaru, 1.9 on the black move. That's where the bulk of his damage is coming from, along with the outright flat damage when you break the traps. Yeah, let's do it. We're going against Steiner because Sammy would mess me up with the trap gem counter. So your gameplay loop is 2-3 matches. You only choose 5, so you will need to connect 1 like that type of thing, or like this type of thing. Just worth noting. And then you're going to throw your traps out. And Steiner starts with 67 million health. And then we're going to get the pin. We're going to blow up the board. If there's like a Tamo plate kind of thing for this, for blue gems, then you might go a gem damage strap potentially. So it's a 35 million damage pin. We're looking about 40 million damage total. Not really a lot for plates that would help that. Of course, you could put any of the gem chucking plates on there, but they're gonna, like the rumble plates, they're only gonna add like another like 5 million-ish. If that, especially since we're not using gem damage, so it's not really super powerful. This is the Multiply moveset. It's very circa a year ago. It plays exactly like Tech Cody would play. or like Dusty, where you're doing a 5 match to get the multiplies to go off. I'm going to change the strap to a gem damage strap. This will be 100% gem damage strap. Black move damage metal, 2 sets of Fury 2s. All right, and we're going to keep the choose in because we're going to need that to make this work. And we're bringing in the super kick. So we got the 450 splash, 7 MP, deal 818k damage, and choose a 7x1 area to make into 1 turn countdown gems. That will make 5 random gems into multiply gems of strength 4 at the end of the countdown. So we do need to make a 5 match we swipe into. Belly to back suplex, you know what that does. It was in the last moveset. And the super kick is the other new one we're bringing in. 7 MP blue, 871k damage, make 35 multiply gems into black gems. We're taking advantage here of the buffed priest training ability. I will run this with rare trainers after normal trainers, and we'll also put plates on as well, so you guys can see. But I want to show it to you guys like what it would look like normally with 100% strap first. So priest is +2 multiply strength now, so that's huge. So you're charged in feud, and then we just have 60% gem damages here. Unfortunately, black is zombie LA Knight, who is really rare. And then there's Leo, and I think Zombie LA is probably more rare than Leo. We'll use that in the next set for those that have them. But let's take a look at it under normal conditions for, you know, the average roster. So like I said, it's going to be super similar to Tech Cody. If you have him, if you've played him, you're going to make a 5 match you swipe into after putting your countdowns out. That's blues to like that. And we don't cascade. Multiplies go out, and we make the multiplies into black gems. There is the moment, of course, that adds 3 multiplies, and that does 41 million damage, which is okay. There's cascade risk though, so it's definitely worth knowing. But that's not terrible. You get the moment, you add 3 more multiplies. You're probably adding a good 10 million onto that, I would imagine. So what's it look like with more rare trainers? Oh, I have this loadout saved. It's the next moveset that I wasn't able to have all of them saved. So adding Zombie LA and Seth. Of course, if you're okay with that kind of gameplay style, either the risk or you could put a Judgment Day plate on. My Judgment Day plates basically sit at this point. I've been fairly, I think, open or transparent about that, if you want to call it that. Like, I don't like having to play that way anymore. Let's see. Control my wildcard gem here. I don't like having to play risky. So, but you can see 62 million with the super rare trainers, and that's without the plates. So assume Judgment Day plate, like for safety on the ultimate. You can put a primary plate on. Z plate adds 50%. You could also do a Queen's Tiara for 50%. Or you could do, I think there's, oh, is there a black 100%er? Hard Times doesn't do black. It's blue and yellow. I don't think there's a 100% countdown gem one that does black. This one is purple and red, and I think it's just those two. So Z-plate or even potentially this, they both add 50%. Z-plate slightly better because of the gem reduction. I don't think there's a black countdown gem one. There could be, and I could be spacing it. Wouldn't be the first time. There's a lot to keep track of. So this board I don't particularly like. We may have to adjust how we do the choose. Because, yeah, that'll go in there. This eats one of the multiplies. It's probably safer, though. were we to do it that way. Otherwise, the other option is we go up top, and these have a way of not working out well for me. That one was fine. I managed to not cascade on all of these. Haha, McMenemy. Suck it. And that's 70 million. So the damage is good, like really good. As long as you're okay with that gameplay style, you can do things here. Personally, I would like you probably use Wesley first, to be honest. But I could see maybe why some people would want to use this moveset. Moving on. Okay. I'm just going to leave the plate on because it's not going to do anything. Triple purple is actually quite interesting. To be honest, it has some stuff. You can do some things, but it requires stuff that I don't even have on my main account yet to do really well. So we're gonna start with less nice things, even though I know Showboat LA is rare, and I think I might sneeze. Sorry, excuse me, guys. And we're gonna move on from there. Phoenix Splash, 6 MP, 864k damage, and choose 5 gems to make into purple. Standing Moonsault, 725k damage, make 38 random gems into color turn gems. Pedigree, 10 MP finisher, 1 million damage plus 175k bonus damage for every color turn gem, and then pin the opponent. Then deal 1.5 million damage and make 35 color turns into blue. So without plates, this probably isn't going to look super spicy, to be honest. And let me go back to previous. Probably not going to look insane. And that's what I really want to show, especially if you don't have Jey Uso Yeet. I still don't have him. Little ways away yet. So I feel like when I don't have somebody, it's very, very likely that a huge portion of the player base doesn't have them. So I try to take that into consideration. Anyway, Woods, and it's also worth noting these are all 6 MP, these two, and this is 10. So Woods gives us 4, LA Knight gives us 2 purple, and then 75% on the color turn. So he's quite nice. So that gets us charged, no problem. 1 MP to spare. A Hall of Fame Brett, 50% to the color turns. And then we got Gunther for the blue gems because we're turning all the color turns blue. So let's just take a look with no plates what this looks like. There are multiple plates you can use for this, though. So actually, I say it's 1 extra. It's not, because you want to only have to make a 3 match, right, of the color turns. Because 3 match is not as risky. To load the finisher, I mean. So we'll just choose 3, make a 3 match here. That would load the finisher. We'll put our random color turn gems out. And then let's see what we do sans plates. $30 million damage. Not very exciting without plates. I think everyone can agree with that. So let's do more rare trainers without plates. And you might be wondering, why is Santa on there? That's to get 2 sets of color turns if you want to play risky, since you have to choose anyway. Time frame is about the same, but this will let you get 2 sets of purple. Here, let's just throw Yeet here. Yeet is huge for this build. 150% color turns, 40% blues. He adds an extreme amount of damage. Yeet is the perfect trainer for this build set. It was almost like it was designed with Yeet in mind. Anyway, with this one, you're going to have to do a row break, throw your countdowns out, and then Hogan will let you recharge it with a 4 match. So I would do that across the top, just to be safe, throw the extra purples there, whatever. charges it up, throw the color turns out again. It's extra clicks, but it definitely adds a significant amount of damage here. And that's before plates. With plates, it'll add a ton more. And now we did 45 million, right? Okay, so J makes a huge difference. Okay, let's add a plate. We'll stay here. Can you make Seth work? Yes, you absolutely can. If you're somebody that doesn't mind the row break risk, I think you will really like this one. So this is Devon's glasses. We'll start with that. Whenever you make 6 or more color turn gems, increase all your gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. So let's just ran what we just ran, looping it twice, and see what we hit for with just this. In case like this, we can mitigate the cascade risk a little, potentially by doing that. I don't cascade. Excellent. All right. Boom, bada bing. So that 1 plate change, assuming you have yeet, makes it a 50 million pin, right? So it's quite nice. What if we doubled up with that with a normal build? What do you mean normal build, Mherex? I mean, let's just do this, and instead of Gunther, let's put NWO Hogan on, and double it up with a more normal thing when you don't have yeet, so I can show you guys, because yeet is making a really big difference. If you don't have yeet, this build, I think, is not quite as attractive, for sure. And there's one other thing you're definitely going to want. Oh, that's the Tiffany plate. We're going to put that on after this. That's when it gets very good, to be honest. But it's still risky. So more normal build, no yeet. We were at like, I think 50 million pin. Let's see what we do here without that. That was a nice cascade. 41 million pin. That was yeet making 10 million difference alone in one trainer. Kind of a big deal, right? All right. So borderline, if you could run it with everything, with these plates and 100% strap, honestly, you shouldn't run it for 50 million. You're better off running the multiply set. If you want to add a Tiffany plate, that's up to you. I wouldn't ever. You can do that. And what would it do with a Tiffany plate and normal-ish build, although LA Knight isn't necessarily normal? Let's find out. You can actually get the buffs like 4 times. I mean, it's going to hit super hard, right? Because you're going to do this. I mean, let's just start here. After 1 proc of the Tiffany plate, blue is, what's that? 474k. Then you're going to do your row break for another proc. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks safe-ish. Sure. Almost cascaded. 644k. Then you're going to do your choose and not choose it. Okay. Now where it's a lot of moves, though. Oops. And now we're at 814k. And then we're going to put these out. And we're going to be like 1 million on every gem. Yeah. And then we're going to hit the finisher. And we zeroed him. Right? So, can you make it work? Absolutely. Debatable. Like, so me personally, I would never use that in a feud ever. It's just too much for too little. But I know some people will want to. So let's do it again with Jay, because Jay's gonna be like, you know, very much at a ton. $570. Let's go this way. $739. $943. Oops. 1.1 million. $54 million gem. That's doing like about 90 million total. So a lot of clicks for 90 million. It's very dangerous, in my opinion. And a lot of plates, right? So here's the deal, guys. I actually, my personal opinion, and I'm not necessarily right? This is, and in fact, this is just how I feel about things. When I try and rate Seth, I think he's actually quite bad. You might be thinking, Mherex, he just hit for 90 million. Yes, he did, but it wasn't a fast 90 million. It's not a safe 90 million. It requires a bunch of stuff, in the fact that it's and everything requires a bunch of stuff, to be fair. But I don't have Uso on my roster, and even if I did, why do I want to risk all of that time and cascade chance for 90 million? I don't. So like, I would use Wesley before I would use him. You know what I mean? Like, I, I know people are going to like him. I know they will, because they want to. Is he usable? Absolutely usable. Do I think he's good? No, I don't think he's good. I think there's a big difference between can make them work, usable, can they hit hard, and are they good? He's not good. He is usable, in my opinion. So like, you know, Muda significantly better. You could make a case for X-Pac with the new plates. I would use D'Lo before him, to be honest. This moveset, it just feels old and clunky to me. This moveset doesn't do enough. So like, you're pretty much locked into this or this though. And you know, like, I don't know, Hall of Fame Macho, Jacob, this Seth is significantly better. Um Pretty sure I could do more with Snoop, safer, faster, but I might be wrong about that. HBK is way better now, like way better. I think Wes is better. So like, you can't even really say, for if you don't have Leo, I guess you could say, or Seth freaking Rollins maybe for Seth requirements and stuff, or New Gen Acro if you don't have Leo. I get that. So I think he's usable. I don't love his trainer. If I'm sure he's the A, so I'm sure I'll get him. Based on what's in the game today, I have zero reason to use him except when Scopely tells me, and I don't care about the trainer. So he's one I wouldn't even take to the 6-star bronze. Even with 99 MP, I'll just work around. I won't even use him. I'll find someone else to use. Because there you got to do risk to set the multiplies off, and this moveset, even with 99 MP, is not going to do enough for me, without having to take risk. So yeah, he's just not somebody I'll use even with 99 MP. I know some people will like it, so I tried to do the best preview I can, and I know a bunch of people are going to say, you know, you think characters are bad when they're good and stuff like that, and that's fine. I mean, this is all just my opinion. It's part of what being a content creator is in my opinion, is just like having some thoughts and actually telling them, right? So when I look at Seth, he's completely underwhelming. brings absolutely nothing to my roster. I won't use him anywhere for anything at any time except when Scopely makes me. And that's how I feel about Seth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this preview. I tried to do the best I could, show big damage stuff for him in case you like him, you like that style, you want to use him. Also, the moment is in the Blitz. I know I covered this in the other one. I don't know if it's worth it to you. And if you're wondering what the moment would do for Seth, it would basically just be for the black multiply set. You get +3 on those multiplies, which is a significant amount, and then receive 50% less color gems. But it's not really going to help his other builds much. Sure, the blue a little bit, 50% won't hurt, but it's not crazy. The Tiffany plate's doing all of the heavy lifting in the purple build. The traps and the move damage, all of the heavy lifting in the first build. So really the only one of much consequence is the if you're gonna want to play the multiply set, and +3 multiply, it's a free Seth, is a lot for sure. Do keep in mind you need 3 superstars to use it, so you'll have to get Asuka or Cena. If you just get Liv and Seth, you won't be using this. And then everyone gets a free ticket for the Blitz, so as long as you have 5 superstars and you're willing to take them to 6-star silver, then you're good. Yeah, so it's right here. You just have to take these to 6-star silver and then win 1 Blitz, and you can have that moment. All right, that's the preview, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you like it. Please give me your feedback on if I should have done something differently this preview. This one was super hard for me to do because he can hit hard, but with what it takes and how it works, I just don't think it's worth it with what we have in the game. So it's a very hard one for me to do, and I particular, this is my least favorite A tier in a long while. So I greatly prefer, like, McDonough is super fun and useful on rosters. Rabbit, super fun, useful on rosters. You know, like, we've had a bunch of really good A tiers that just bring a lot to even a roster my size, and I just feel like Seth doesn't do that. So, yeah, please let me know what you think. Did I mess this up? Did I get it right? Did I annoy you? Did you like it? Yeah. So, other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and good luck out there. I wish he felt different to me. I want to like him. I really do, but I just don't.